Okay, hello everyone. Let's see, we have Mayan is here. Hello, Mayan.
Yes, hello teacher, I'm here.
We can begin a little bit early, um, a couple of minutes early. So, how are
Yes.
you today?
Today I'm very good, and
Good.
I feel very happy when I see you again.
Thank you. It's
Um,
nice to hear.
yes, last week I'm busy to work, so I can join your class.
Okay. Could you
Yes.
watch the video of it?
Sorry, I'm still busy.
Hmm,
I have a lot of deadline to deal with, so that I
yeah.
haven't seen it.
Oh, what are your deadlines? Are you working on some project?
Yeah, yes, I have a lot of class to teach for my student, and
Hmm,
besides, I just I just have some research
hmm.
about my article. Yes,
Okay. Your
yes.
article. What's the article on? I forgot. Maybe you told me, but I forgot. What is the article on? What are you researching, Mayan? Is it
Um,
education article?
I'm I am a lecturer in economy of finance, so that's
Mm.
the fields I focus on the economic.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. It's an
yes, but
economics paper.
the branch I focus in taxation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now you have students, you said. Are you supervising them? Are they undergraduate or graduate students?
Um, I have a lot of
Mhm.
student. Maybe is I don't know so the use the word to describe it for you because
Mm.
I have a limit in the words to
Haha.
describe for you. Sorry, teacher.
That's okay. It's
Yeah.
fine. It's good talking to you, Mayan. Is Phuong Vo here? You have that beautiful scene. Is it Vietnam or a Pacific island, Phuong Vo? That's a nice screensaver here. Hello, Phuong. Are you there? Vo. And Han Pham, good to see you. And Tung Tran, thank you for coming. And Han Pham. Let's see, is Phuong Vo there? Phuong Vo, are you here? Vo. Trying to get it to work. Han Pham, good to see you. Hello, Han Pham, are you there? Oh, I don't see Han Pham. Hello, Han Pham. Hello, Tung Tran. Good to
I'm
see you
here.
Hello,
both.
sir. How are
Hey,
you?
good, having a good day.
Yeah,
Uh, and
I am in Vĩnh Long province.
yeah, you're in
Yeah,
your office?
yeah.
Huh.
No, it's my home.
Oh, in your home. Okay.
But
Mm,
it's raining
mm.
very heavy. It's rain
Oh,
north and
yeah.
east.
Okay, yeah, the rain is heavy. Okay, I
Yeah,
hope it's safe. Ha ha ha.
and water level in Bryce.
The level in
Yeah,
oh,
the rainy season in Mekong Delta.
is it 3 or 4 or 5? That's kind of dangerous.
Yeah,
The students were telling me the different levels in Vietnam for rain, the debate students.
the James low level.
Oh, lowest level. Okay.
Yeah,
So it's just basic rain, basic
yeah,
rain. Finally, Western Japan, where I am in Hiroshima, it finally became cool today. I could put on a jacket and go outside, and
yeah.
that's a big change. It was so hot in October that it's nice to have some cool weather finally on the 21st. Mm.
Yeah. Day two season in south of Vietnam.
Oh, okay, so it's level 2.
Raining and uh, the sunning and raining.
Okay, so I would say kind of, I'll put this in kind of heavy rain if it's level 2, right?
Yeah,
Level 2. So level 2 is kind of heavy rain, we would say in American English, kind of heavy. Okay, well, be safe, Mr. Tung Tran.
yeah.
Kate is here. Hello, Kate. Good to see you.
Hi, good evening, Mr. Brandon.
Good evening to you. Did
Yeah,
you Did you have
Nice
a
to
good
meet you today.
day Tuesday?
Yeah,
Yeah. Now, Kate, are you in Vietnam now or are you in Japan?
I'm in Vietnam right now, in Ho Chi Minh City.
Oh, in Ho Chi Minh City. Okay.
Yes.
Because you mentioned before that you were working with Japanese students, but
Yeah,
that,
I've been in Japan for 3 years.
okay. So you know their character. I
Yeah,
asked, yeah.
of course, now I'm a lecturer in Japanese and
Oh,
Japanese cultures.
so those are Vietnamese students in Ho Chi Minh City who are studying Japanese.
Yes.
Okay, I understand now. All
Yeah.
right. Do most of your students have a hope to come and work in Japan on one of those?
I love to.
Yeah.
I hope I can go next year.
Yeah, because I was teaching Vietnamese students in Mihara, about 35 miles east of Hiroshima, and they were engineers. And half the staff were Vietnamese. They were really fun to teach. I really enjoyed teaching them. And
Yeah.
they work with some kind of concrete technology that a Japanese engineer invented. And it can be used in Vietnam to make the foundation of a small building secure without using too much concrete. It was interesting. Yeah.
Could you say that you teach in which university?
Oh, I'm teaching at Yasuda Women's University in the west of Japan.
Yeah.
Yasuda is interesting. It has very good um, recommendations by the students itself, but
Ah,
I'm
yeah.
not sure. Yeah.
What? Yasuda in Tokyo, right?
Oh, it's a Waseda.
Waseda.
Yeah, one of our students is at Waseda. I don't know if she's here this evening, but I'm at Yasuda.
Yasuda.
Yasuda's traditional. It started as a teacher's college, but now there's nursing and business and another one, pharmacy courses.
It's a private university.
Yeah, private, all women's college.
Uh,
Yeah, founded by the Yasuda family. Yasuda family was one of those famous Japanese family. There were four of them. I forget the term.
maybe
Uh,
the one, right?
yeah, those really powerful companies. So it was Mitsubishi, Yasuda, and a
Yeah.
couple more. They're called I forget their names. Now in Korean it's called Chaebol. It's
Mitsui.
yeah, Mitsui, that's the other one. The big
Yeah.
four, right? And the Americans and British said you have to break these up as part of economic reforms and starting in 1946. So they
Yes.
broke up Zaibatsu. That's it. The word is Zaibatsu.
Yes, the Zaibatsu. I
So
see.
the Yasuda family was part of that Yasuda by Zaibatsu. So
I have 1 year working as an interpreter in the Yasuda Hosei. Hosei mean the garment.
yeah.
Showing. Yes.
So there's still, Yasu
Yeah, it's a
pockets of
big.
Yasuda all over
Yes,
Japan.
lots
Yeah.
of Yasu mean the chief, and Da mean the kanji mean the how to say the
Yeah.
garden or
Yeah.
something. Right, this. Yes.
Do you know the woman who founded the Yasuda college
I
for
see.
teaching? Her husband was a real nationalist and he was kind of a crazy guy. When Hiroshima was bombed, he actually went back into the city waving a Japanese flag and he got radiation poisoning and died. It was kind of crazy.
Yes.
So that's who founded the
But
university.
today you read the news about the politics in Japan.
Yeah, the prime
Russian will
minister.
become a prime minister
Yeah,
in
I think that's good.
Japan.
She
Yeah,
she has a lot of economic reforms she has to do. I hope
yeah.
she'll do because
Maybe
Japan is
Japan
so
will be better at in the
yeah
future.
better than what's going because Japan government spends 267% of GDP.
Yeah,
So for like let's say every dollar, the government spends $2.67. So the finances are not good. Say
and
deep
your
in
salary
debt.
will be up in the
Yeah, the
future.
salaries are flatlined, and prices are going up. not a
Yeah.
good situation in Japan right now, as our finance and economic people probably know.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, here's someone called Loy. Is it Loy or Lee? L-O-I. I've seen that name before, but I'm not sure if it's Loy or Lee.
Yes, my name is Lai.
Loy, hello, Loy. Nice to meet you.
Yes, nice to meet you, teacher.
Yeah. So my name's Brendan, and I'll be your teacher to help you all with softening the AI responses is our goal for today. Let me start discussing the lesson for all of you. Before I was showing how to soften the specific language, and today is lesson 5, so I promise we'll do lesson 6 with more examples of softening AI responses. But I was thinking back to early August when I was teaching the seminar number 3 called KFARM4. And one of the advices I gave to the students was that sometimes the way you communicate with AI is really important to get a more accurate response. And if you keep asking the AI more and more like deeper questions, more precise questions, it starts to generate really good responses that take you away from the average AI response, which can be somewhat limited, to more complicated responses.
Yeah.
So tonight I want to show you how to do that with some examples. I've created a not PowerPoint, but I'm going to share my thoughts on this. I have on the pages. If you would like to read, then you can also have speaking practice for our students. You enjoy speaking practice. So, Loy, would you like to give us a little bit of help? I'll read the introduction then if you'd like to read the number 1 points. So one of our primary goals in softening AI-generated, or at least AI-assisted research is to strive or move towards nuance, critical reflection, and an authentic voice in our writing. The most important point in softening AI responses lies exclusively in prompt engineering. So that's a key term, prompt engineering, how to customize your questions you pose to AI to get better results. I find prompt engineering especially useful because better results are generated when we approach AI questions with not only clear questions, but also deeper inquiries, ask deeper questions. AI is so advanced now that it responds well with a sort of nudging it to provide better insights. So nudging, pushing it to get better insights that more fully address difficult research questions. As the responses increase, more nuanced replies are generated, and a sort of dialogue is created between ourselves and the AI. You can get a good dialogue going that gives you a lot of information. This dialogue oftentimes has a unique feel to it, so that basic responses may be lacking. So it kind of gets past those really basic responses. AI starts to understand that you're asking more intelligent, deep questions, and it begins to respond better. So I've discovered this in the last year, and I'm really, as AI gets more and more sophisticated, more complicated, more accurate, you can really push the AI to give you better responses. And the better responses mean it sounds less like machine language. It sounds more human. You can push it to humanize itself. So let's go through some points how to do that. Let's see. Returning to prompt engineering, here are some basic parameters we should add to our prompt, some ideas. So Loy, would you like to read this number 1 here and here?
Yes.
Okay.
Tones and voice parameters. The most effective ways to soften the response is to give the AI exact instructions on the desired tone. Here are some options to choose from. A kind of makes a stance. Instruct the AI to adopt a scholarly, critical, and objective tones. This helps to counteract AI's natural tendency towards oversimplifications and uncritical affirmation. Encourage balanced, evidence-based reasoning. That is part of the dialogue. Continue to browse the AIs for more information and notice the language being used. As it maintains the scholarly thoughts objectives critical in additional response to the query.
Yeah, very good reading, Loy. So, yeah, when I was first working with AI 3 years ago, when I was teaching in Taipei, Taiwan, I noticed that AI would repeat my question and use a lot of the same words I used in the question and then present them back to me. And I thought, well, that's very weak, you know, it's copying my style because it doesn't seem to be able to think critically by itself. So I began pushing the AI more and more to get past that simply copying what I was asking it in a question to see if it could develop a unique style. Very strange how it was like the word mimicking me, saying back to me like a child does when it repeats the mother or father's language. So I found it to be quite childish, but over the last 3 years, it's gotten much better at thinking independently and not simply copying my question. And that was a big relief. It felt much better. Okay. So let's see. We have some students. Oh, Chibui is here, the man who lives in Taiwan. I was just talking about Taiwan. Hello, Chibui. How are you? Chibui, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
How are you today, Mr. Chibui?
Yes, it's great. How about you?
I'm doing well. I'm enjoying cool weather. What's the
Yeah.
weather like down in Taiwan?
Yeah, it's a beautiful day today. Weather is beautiful.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, great,
Yeah.
great. All right. Chibui, can you do me a favor? Can you read this part here called modesty and tentativeness in how to get softer results from AI so it doesn't sound like machine language? That's our goal for today.
Yes.
Okay.
Modesty, tentativeness, to quotas and suggest language. This of course involve hanging turns, which we have conversed in previous sessions.
Mm.
If our seminar members would like to review hacking works, we can do this in the following lesson. Remember the phrase such as appears to may suggest evidence is limited. Potentially is often observed. Hacking helps us to diminish the overconfidence found in some AI response. Hacking soften the typically absolute and overconfident AI language as noted above. This is recognition that there are limitations of data, theories, and conclusions in social science, education, and business research.
Yeah, very good, Chibui. Remember the phrases such as here, I'm going to highlight these. These are used a lot in very basic AI responses, but these are also well-known hedging words. So there they are. And these are only 5. I taught a whole lesson in August or September, I forget, with hedging words. So I can provide many, many more examples of hedging words for you. I promise maybe next week on Tuesday night, I will give you a lot more hedging words. Han Pham, I think you remember, and Hui, good to see you, Mr. Hui. How are you? I can provide a lot of hedging words for you and examples how to use. Here, there are just 5 or 6 of the most popular ones. Appears to, may suggest, evidence is limited, potentially is often observed. These are well known because they take away this overconfident AI response. AI sometimes is very direct and it doesn't allow for that critical, intellectual language used in research, where there's some hesitancy to say this is the 100% correct response. That's overconfidence. A good reading, by the way. Mr. Hui, is your microphone on? Why is Hui smiling? What's going on, Mr. Hui?
Thing.
Yeah.
I
Is your
just come
mic
back
okay?
from home, so I'm a bit late today. Sorry.
Okay, you have to eat your dinner. Okay, so
Yeah, kind of.
you're going to eat your dinner online? Okay, that's fine. So what we're doing is we're doing softening the AI response, but I have a new perspective, Hui, because I did some research the last 2 days. How to soften it, but how to start with the softening process by working with the way you communicate with AI, what you expect from it, and then play with it, dialogue with it, see what you get. So I'm going to highlight these here. And let's see, we can go to Huyin. Are you here with that beautiful baby in your picture? Hello, Tu. How are you?
Hello, I'm
Hello.
fine, thank you.
Good. How are you today, Tu Huyin?
Today is not bad.
Not bad. All right. It's a good response. Not too bad. All right. I like that response. It's honest. Would you like to read this complexity and nuance for our AI work?
And now I will read this sentence
Yeah.
screens. Yes. Complexity and nuance. Focus on nuance and complexity in order to explore contradictory evidence or multiple theoretical perspectives. Avoid overgeneralized or definitive statements. Graduate level work requires acknowledging that social phenomena and rarely simple or linear. Active voice authority, right informal, professional voice, favoring active voice when appropriate, but maintaining third-person objectivity with language such as the study indicates. This ensures the output aligns with the formal requirement of academic papers, contrasting with the often informal or verbose chatbot style, overly wordy and sometimes too casual.
Yeah, that's that verbose chatbot style. It's chatty, it's fun, it's informative, but it's maybe too casual for academic responses or for research. That nuance is a great word. It comes from the French. We use it in English, nuance, but the Japanese use it too. I'm smiling because sometimes we're watching Japanese television and it's all Japanese, and then the man says nuance. It's just like one French word, nuance, and it's kind of fun to hear him say nuance. Nuance, a light touch nuance, light touch in your language with a little bit of spice, nuance. So let me read this one more time because this part's really important. Complexity and nuance. Focus on nuance, making it your style, and complexity in order to explore contradictory evidence or multiple theoretical perspectives. Avoid overgeneralized or definitive statements. Graduate level work requires acknowledging that social phenomena are rarely simple or linear. Active voice authority, right informal professional voice, favoring active voice when appropriate, but maintaining third-person objectivity with language such as the study indicates. That this ensures the output aligns with the formal requirements of academic papers, contrasting with the often informal or verbose chatbot style, overly wordy, sometimes too casual. By including this type of language, this study indicates, it shows that it's not 100% certain. It means there are indications that suggest this is happening. And this is a softer style, I would say it's true of AI that 3 years ago it wasn't very good with nuance, but it's getting better. It's improving a lot. But this is a real sign that you are the academic researcher in control of your language of what you're describing. Okay. Let's see, who else do we have? We have, I want more people to have a chance to read. Kate, would you like to read this field-specific language?
Me?
Yeah, is that okay?
Excuse me, can you enlarge the
Yeah,
article a little bit bigger?
Yeah, how's that? Is that better?
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. Field-specific language
Mm.
incorporate discipline-specific terminology, for example, pedagogical, educational, human capital, grounded theory, construct validity, strive toward very precise language in your disciplines, and the AI responses will become far more accurate and useful to you. This effort toward very precise language use in your field of study moves of studies move the responsive from generous language and allows you to demonstrate your expertise. It is more or less a process that builds your familiarity with a subject until you can become quite conversant in your research. This helps tremendously, sorry, tremendously,
Yeah.
tremendously in your conference presentations, and your own academic voice begins to emerge.
Yeah. With the aid of AI and you're having this dialogue with it, you're creating a conversation with it. And this word conversant is really important. At colleges that are prestigious, Georgetown, Northwestern, that I went to, they have oral exams for the history students. I don't know about the other majors, but you sit with a panel of 3 professors and they just ask you questions to make sure you are conversant in what you have studied for 4 years. Conversant means you know the terms, you know the important themes, and that you can deliver them smoothly when asked critical questions. So that's what conversant is. And I found that with AI, you can actually create this dialogue. The more you push AI, you get better results that allow you to be conversant in your subject area. Just keep throwing the terms of your expertise at AI, and it will respond with much better results. I really like that point there. Okay, let's see. And the point there is, if you ask AI generic questions, you will receive generic results. AI is sometimes kind of lazy. So the people who are working on the AI algorithms are trying to make it more helpful. And I notice it is becoming more helpful. It will say, would you like more information on such and such a topic? Say, yes, yes, please, more information. That would be nice. And then it just keep pushing it. Okay. Here are some examples, because all of this can be kind of abstract until we get to some examples. Mr. Hui, can you help us with the examples? And I'll make these bigger for everyone. Sorry to make these lecture notes kind of small. Let's see if the man who's having dinner, are you there? Hey, Hui, how are you?
Yes,
Sorry to
sir.
interrupt you. Would you like to read this 2 generic AI sounding responses
Sure.
versus... Okay, thanks, Hui.
To
Yeah.
generic AI sounding response versus improved academic response. So generic sounding, the use of technology in the classrooms improve. Investigating the impact of ED tech on
Yeah.
K-12 student engagement.
Mm.
Generic statement, it is clear that putting computers in the classrooms is a really great way to help the kid learn better, and the data definitely show that the test score go up existing evidence suggests that the integration of digital device in the K-12 learning may potentially influence the student outcome, though results are highly contingent on pedagogical context and appear inconsistent across different socio-economic demographics. Smith, 2023.
Yeah, this, this is, everybody knows how to do this, I think, in our seminar. Nobody would make the mistake of it is clear that putting computers in classrooms is a really great way to help kids learn. It's so basic. This is something that a secondary student would write. And this is the much more preferred academic style with though results are highly contingent, a wonderful hedging, making it softer, not 100% confident, overly confident, appear inconsistent, may potentially, existing evidence suggests. But Hui, this brings us to our August discussions where you said, and I'm quoting, I'm paraphrasing you, Mr. Hui, don't be underconfident. Is this correct? You and Dr. Duke were both saying in economics papers, don't be underconfident that some of these appear inconsistent, though results are highly, may potentially. Do you think there's a possibility you might become too weak in your assertions?
I mean, it depends on whether this is your research but this case, I think he quoting the other. So this is fine because he didn't show his finding, but this is from Smith, right?
Yeah.
So it's another person. So it's okay.
Okay. Nice. Good, very good point. I hadn't thought of that. Hui said, yes, but this is Smith. So we can say Smith used caution. I will use caution as well. I will just paraphrase Smith. And this is what he said.
Yeah, we're respecting the integrity or the completeness of the person we are citing.
And then there's this note here. Can you read this too, Hui? This, why the improvement? And I'll make this bigger. I'm sorry, I didn't make these
Sure. Why the improvement? The improved response use hatching terms may potentially highly contingent, appear consistent, and avoiding the AI overly enthusiastic. Definitive language is clear. Definitely show is introduced nuance by mention context and demographics.
Yeah. So as soon as you say context and demographics, then we know it's more serious research. It's not a simple paper that maybe a first or second year university student would submit, perhaps. Yeah. Okay. Any questions on that? That's part one. And just to review, we had these points: tone and voice parameters, academic stance, modesty, tentativeness, complexity, nuance, active voice authority, and field-specific language was our last one. Again, I make copies of all of our research notes, our seminar notes. So I will put this into Izalo, I promise, so you can review them or use these as a quick reference for yourselves. All right, let me check the chat because I noticed there were some questions in chat and I tried to be responsive to chat. Let's see, what do we got? Zaibutsu, excuse me, could you make the words bigger? Yeah, we took care of that, Tung Tran. I will make the words bigger. Yeah, words bigger, Tung Tran, I promise. Oh, Hui, thank you so much. My Vietnamese pronunciation is improving rapidly. Now, this is interesting, Hui, because next year I turn 60 years old, and they say your ability really goes down on learning new languages. So I'm trying my best to keep my brain fresh. I want to learn French next. Okay, so yeah, we're enlarging the articles. Thanks for the feedback, Kate and Tung Tran. I promise I'll do my best. Okay, thanks, Kate. Kate, you can see I'm using my Japanese style of English. I promise to do my best.
約束しますね。
ありがとう。All right, let's go to another one, and I'm going to enlarge all of this for you. First, let's start here. And if I forget to enlarge, please, by all means, tell me. Oh, here we go. Nice, nice big ones. Okay, number 2 point, help in guiding the shape and substance of the response so that it is more reflective and analytical. And again, this is dialoguing with your AI to get better results, and experiment with AI. See if it's beginning to understand your thinking process. Now, of course, that might seem kind of scary, that AI is learning from you. It has a mind of its own. It's copying your language. Kate, you mentioned that. You said, what if AI detects something or another and it internalizes what you're inputting into it? Do you remember you asked me that on Saturday, I think it was? And I thought, what a great question. Or Saturday or Sunday, you mentioned you've heard instances where AI is absorbing what you're giving it, and you have to be careful of that because it's your input, and then it's internalizing it and saying that it sounds similar to so-and-so, but it's your original input into AI. It's a complicated thing to describe, but that seems to be happening. So work with AI by personalizing it. So how do you guide and shape the substance? Is to make it more reflective, more analytical. You have to approach it with reflective and analytical inputs. What you're asking it to do is the best way to describe it. Okay, let's see. Who else do we have? We have Phuong Vo. Nice to see you. How are you? Are you having a good day, Phuong Vo?
Hi, Brandon. How are you? I'm fine. Thank you. I'm just coming back from university.
Oh, okay. So you did evening courses at university?
Not really. I finished at 5:30. However, from the university, come back to my house is very far, 25 kilometers. And that is why traffic jam happened as well. I have to stay there.
Yeah. And is it
Stay there
raining?
until traffic jam is come back.
And it's raining a lot?
Not now. Just start raining after I've come back home.
Yeah, that makes the traffic bad. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
All right. Phuong Vo, can you read this? I'll give you 2 paragraphs to read. Is that okay? I made them nice and big, called Source Evidence and Critical Assessment. Would you like to read those?
Okay. It's fine. Source evidence. Wherever a claim is made, identify the type of evidence needed to support it. Include the longitudinal studies, qualitative interview data, financial reports, etc. We have to request the items from AI because it encourages the AI to think about the research. One of our primary goals in publishing paper and this thesis. Critical assessment. Following a summary include separate sessions for critical analysis that explores limitations, ethical concerns, or gaps in the literature. Of course, these are very basic considerations, but the question is did I make the considerations now to the AI sources I'm using? This will force the AI to move beyond merely summarizing towards critical engagement, which is crucial in academic writings.
Yeah. So in your academic writing, you're critically engaging. That's what the supervisors of theses always tell their students, critically engage with your material.
Critical engagement, yes.
Yeah. And so what we're doing is we're critically engaging with the AI, and it seems to be responding better recently because you're pushing it, you're stretching it, and you're making your considerations known to the AI source I'm using. And by all means, if you don't like a response to the AI, you say, I'm sorry, but this is not what I'm talking about. Could you please explore this a little bit better? Could you push it for better results. And I guarantee it will critically engage with you so that your thesis or your article you're working on will have that element of critical engagement. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. All right.
And also, I have one critical engagement today for me. I just received one paper acceptance for me.
Yeah.
Will be published.
Oh my goodness. Well, you can post it here. We can take a look at it if you want. If it's-
Not yet, because I'm waiting. They said that just feedback. This means official congratulations for me for my paper for future.
Oh, okay.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
Thank
congratulations.
you. I'm waiting for that.
Nice of you guys to congratulate her. Very good.
Thank you.
Nice. You're welcome. How about Huyin Phuc Nguyen? Are you there? I'm trying to say these names better.
Yeah, I'm here.
Hello, how are you today?
Quite good.
Are
Not
you
really
in
bad.
Are you in Hanoi or Ho Chi Minh City?
No, I'm in a province near Ho Chi Minh City.
Oh, okay. And so is it rainy there?
Not yet, but seem cloudy already, so maybe tonight.
Okay. I'm just asking because my students on Sunday were talking about emergency rain, and they were having a debate about the emergency levels of rain. And I thought that was pretty good for primary school students to be aware of the different
Yeah,
threat levels. I think,
there's a storm incoming.
yeah, so I'm very interested in level 3 or level 5 if they should go to school during a level 3 was the debate question. So I admire them. They're good critical thinkers, this new generation of Vietnamese primary school students. Huyen, would you like to read this next part called contextualization?
Okay. So contextualization begin with a brief statement. Contextualizing the main theory or concept within its historical or contemporary scholarly debate. Again, this is a skill we have performed many times before. However, if this task is done skillfully, awareness or the details, we can prevent the response from reading as a simple fact sheet. I noticed this in our younger students respond for debate. Facts are resented, and the integration of knowledge is often absent. Think of your critical thinking process as a great synthesis of knowledge, where simple facts are formed into a higher level of analysis. AI sometimes struggles with this unless it is asked to do so.
Yeah, you have to make it aware that, no, this has to be more critical. You're just giving me facts, right? And this is how the dialogue with the AI can really become much better. And then AI seems to be learning from academic researchers all over the world. You can really push it and say, no, I need more critical analysis. But the one problem are the sources that AI gives you. That point comes up soon in B, the verify the voice. So let me make these bigger. It moves to our next point, and it's our audience. Now, of course, this is very easy, the audience. Finally, assume the audience is your supervisory professor or a colleague who possesses a deep understanding of the core concepts. But this mentor is very exacting. They require a detailed, well-argued analysis. My supervisory professor 5 years ago used to say, no, don't just quote from sources and use over citations. He said, I want to read what your thinking process is on this, what your critical analysis is. It was a good advice that my professor gave to me. He's a very strict professor, by the way. All right, so it moves us to 3. The most important step, and I'm happy we can really cover this. I'm going to bold that. The most important step, post-generation human editing. Post-generation. So Mr. Tung Tran, are you there? Would you like to read the A and B parts of this, here and here?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm here. I have read. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Post-generation human editing. The most important step. Eliminate glitch where we remove glitch when we remove on variation of the important to note. In conclusion, and there are deeper The example sound too smooth and seem manufactured by machine language. Verify insert citation voice. AI cannot truly cite. It can only suggest sources, replace generic placeholder with the student own analysis of original research, ensuring the citation and accurate and replace a personal reading of the source material.
Yeah, this good reading, Tung Trong. This part's really important. Of course, everybody knows how to do citations, but the point here is if AI gives you a citation, go to Google and find better citations. Don't use the AI citation because that means everybody is going to use the same citation, and anyone can use Juster or Elsevier or any other source, Faber, and come up with much better citations. So take out the citations and put your own original research in there. It's a very basic point, but I think everybody knows how to do that. Just avoid those AI citations because, as it says, it cannot really cite things properly. This here, delve deeper. We talked before about collocations. Collocations are wonderful. They're those word combos that are used in the social sciences or any kind of research. And there are wonderful collocations that are very long and complex. We can cover those too, I promise, because Cambridge University has a nice collocations generator. But a very basic one is delve deeper. It's so common that it becomes a cliche. Cliche is a great French word. Nuance is a French word. Cliche is a French word. It means it's been done and done and again until it's tired. It's not exciting. It's not spicy. It's cliched. It's overused. Han Pham, are you there? Han Pham needs a challenge. Hey, Han Pham.
Yes, I'm here.
Would you like to read the C and D part? Is that okay?
Oh, yes, okay.
Okay.
C,
Yeah.
reflect and concept and unique transitional phrase and connection that tie the AI generate system directly to the student brother agreement or theories. This is where the original tool and voice have the ability to shine through in the writing. D. Simplify and clarify. AI often overrules complex synonym or pacify to show academic, simplify unnecessary convoluted sentence for greater clarity and impact.
Yeah, it's good, Han Pham. That convoluted just means the sentence keeps going on again and over until the reader thinks, what is this person talking about, right? Convoluted sentences. So if you make your sentences long, you have to be careful that they don't become convoluted. Such a great word, convoluted. Unique transitional phrases, yeah. I tend to avoid furthermore and moreover. Moreover is taught to Japanese high school students, and the young ladies I was teaching writing to, they all used moreover on their final exam. I was really surprised. They all seemed to know moreover and furthermore. And so I began to really think about that. And then, of course, you could have in addition to, and you could have additionally, but these are, again, this is the word cliche, that French word cliche. They're used so often that these would become real warning signs here. These ones I'm going to put in red. that the transition words are a little bit too easy there. You want something unique that reflects your writer's voice. So avoid that, furthermore, moreover, in addition, I'm sorry, the to take out, in addition to, ... Additionally, for an example, how to get around that. If I were to want it moreover, you could say, an anomaly, I'm not sure if I spelled it. An anomaly occurs, my spelling here, anomaly. I can't spell anomaly. My brain is not working tonight. An anomaly occurs. Can you wait 1 second? This is embarrassing. I can never spell this word anomaly. It's difficult enough to say. So I'm going to go to Google spelling before anyone else does. And you'll say, teacher, that's not how you spell anomaly. Okay, the word we're looking for, spell anomaly. Anomaly. It's, I hate this word. Anomaly. And there it is. Anomaly, something that deviates from what is standard, normal, or expected. Anomaly. It's a great word. So you could use anomaly. I'm going to highlight it because I just cannot spell this word. It's one of my weaknesses. As they say, an Achilles heel from the Greek story. It's my Achilles heel. I cannot spell anomaly. So I might say anomaly. I would use anomaly because I'm trying to avoid, it didn't give it to me. Okay. I'm trying to avoid anomaly, anomaly. One moment, please. No, it keeps marking it wrong. Anomaly. Okay, anomaly. Anomaly. Finally. Anomaly. Okay. Anomaly, if it's furthermore, moreover, I could take a word like anomaly meaning something that doesn't fit, and I would say transition-wise. Interestingly enough, an anomaly occurs in our data set that warrants attention. Okay, so I could write furthermore, something occurred in our data analysis that was interesting. It's very basic. So if I were to write this, furthermore, there was an interesting discrepancy. Again, my spelling. No, oh, here we go. There was an interesting occurrence in our data analysis, okay? Furthermore, there was an interesting occurrence in our data analysis. I could change that to, interestingly enough, an anomaly occurred in our data set that warrants attention. It's a little bit casual with the interestingly enough, but it makes your academic research a little bit fresher sounding, more interesting for the person who's reading it. And in this way, we avoid the convoluted sentences that seem to go on and on and on. Just a simple sentence like that could break up a really difficult piece and create a little freshness through a casual usage of, interestingly enough, an anomaly occurred in our data set that warrants attention. We could say warrants further attention. And I like that best. Okay. Now, these are difficult to teach, because there are literally thousands and thousands of ways to avoid moreover and furthermore, in addition to. My best advice on this, if you are creating a dialogue with your AI, and you're doing this in English, of course, for your academic research, notice what AI is responding, how it's responding, and see if it's giving you useful alternatives for transition words that aren't so basic, more sophisticated. So my advice to you is look for more sophisticated AI-generated responses where the transition words become more suitable for your unique writing voice, where you begin to feel comfortable. It sounds more suitable for your writing voice. Okay? So that's all I have. Do we have questions? You can ask me in chat. We had 3 more questions. We have bigger screen anomaly. Thank you, Took. That word anomaly. Because I always, let's see, is anomaly popular? Because if not, would be rated as an AI word. No, that's a really good question. That anomaly is not too well used in AI. So I say use it by all means. Anomaly, it's in the chat, everybody. Use that as to get around AI. Try to use a word like anomaly and anomaly. The other one I was trying to research is discrepancy. Let me see if I can get it to spell discrepancy here for you, and I'll show you on screen in just a moment. Discrepancy, okay. Spell discrepancy. Here's another one. Are you familiar with this one called spell discrepancy? An illogical or surprising lack of compatibility or similarity between 2 or more facts. So by all means, try to use a word like discrepancy. Discrepancy. So let me go back to the thing. I have to remember how to spell it. Discrepancy. Because my Pages doesn't correct spelling for me because I didn't turn it on this evening. So it's spell discrepancy. Discrepancy. Yay, okay. So I would say, and let me bring this so you can see it better. Discrepancy. A notable discrepancy appears in at one point this discrepancy and that I guarantee you this would not be found in AI because again, when I want to, I can reflect back to purely academic English from spending thousands of hours writing a dissertation. And I guarantee you, AI could not come up with this phrase. It's just not able to do that, especially in this combination. A notable discrepancy appears at one point of our analysis. This discrepancy warrants further consideration, and this is probably where you would then devote 1 or 2 pages, 3 pages in your dissertation or your thesis. It means I'm going to open the discussion in my work for a much longer discussion of what the discrepancy is. Okay, let me see more reactions. See, some unusual trends or phenomenon, black swan. It is definitely a black swan. That one, if you use discrepancy properly, it becomes your black swan, your really rare thing. Yeah, nice rare thing. Okay, let me leave it open to you for next Tuesday's class. If we could go into more complicated transition words, we can. I can ask you, would you like to do the more ways to get around moreover, furthermore, in addition to, in conclusion? Let me ask Kate and Hanfam and Tu and Tuk and Mayan. Would you like more difficult transition words, more sophisticated transition words for next Tuesday's class? That will be October 28th. October 28th class. We can go into some really nice long transition words. I'll provide the transition words using those Manchester notes or Cambridge, and then I'll run them into a better AI and say, you know, what could you do with a longer transition word? And I'll try to come up with many examples for you. Again, because there are students from education, social policy, business, economics, finance, I will ask the AI to provide examples that are for those areas of expertise or research. But the actual transition, I want to use Manchester manual that Dr. Duke provided for us. And I want to use Cambridge as well, because I'm finding Cambridge is actually really good for collocations and transition words. It's my new go-to source. Okay, any questions? Thanks, Took said yes, please. Some transition words would be nice. Thank you, Took. And let's see. Mayan, are you here? I didn't get a chance to talk to Mayan. Mayan, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Hi, Mayan. How are you?
Yes, thank you. I'm fine.
I'm laughing, Mayan, because when I ask the younger students, how are you? Some of the super intelligent kids say, teacher, you already asked me that at the beginning of class. Well, you know, I lived in Japan so long. When you meet people, you say, Genki desu ka? Are you okay? Right? So Kate will understand that. The Japanese are always asking, Genki, are you okay? Mayan, of course, I asked you before, what city are you living in?
Now I live in Hanoi capital.
Oh, you're in the capital. Okay, I see. Now that's something I forgot. And so in the capital, Hanoi, is there a heavy rush hour?
No, I can I can hear clearly. Can you
Oh,
repeat?
clearly. Is there a lot of heavy traffic from maybe 5 o'clock p.m. until 7 p.m.?
Yes, absolutely. It's I feel very tired after the time come back to my home.
Yeah,
It takes a lot of time for me and my
yeah,
husband
that's
to
what I heard. Yeah.
yes.
That's what someone else was saying, that it's just the traffic is just too much. Fuang Vo said the traffic it takes her 45 minutes to drive back. So this is interesting because my friend Mike went down to teach in Jakarta, Indonesia. And I said, I heard Jakarta has terrible traffic jams. And he said, Brendan, every hour of the day is a traffic jam in Jakarta. Even at 2 o'clock in the morning, there's heavy, heavy traffic on the roads from all the trucks and buses and scooters. He said the traffic jams never end in Jakarta. So I thought
Yes, but you know, Hanoi now have electric trains.
oh, that's
So
good.
yes, it can help someone to save time to move from the office come back home, because it go high, the line high, so that is not affected by traffic jam. Yeah.
I was reading about Sao Paulo, Brazil. They actually have traffic coordinators. These are both women and men who are kind of like police officers, but they're really skilled at getting the traffic to move, because in Sao Paulo, sometimes it takes people 3 hours to get to work in the morning. So, I mean, just crazy. And to hear this, 3 hours in a car to get to work.
Yes.
Mr. Hui sent me a chat question. He says, how do you feel different when teaching us in the weekday? Hui, I have a little bit more energy because I didn't teach the kids the debate or the writing course in the afternoon or morning on Sunday. So I definitely have more energy on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I become the house husband researcher guy on Tuesday, waiting for my wife to get home, because my wife is also a teacher of piano. And so I have the whole house to myself, but I'm expected to clean the house as well. We have a modern Japanese-American relationship. Duke finds that interesting. Very funny, Duke. Yeah, and I'm a good cleaner, Duke. We do have a garden, Hui. Our garden is the community garden to the right of us. So once a month we have to clean it, and I clean it with 2 old ladies and 1 young guy. And we do a pretty good job of it. It's everybody's garden. It's a socialist garden. It's a socialist garden paradise. Sometimes Japan can be quite socialist, and so that's our community garden to clean up. And so we try to do a good job of it. Yeah. Thanks, Tuk. All right. All right. Are there any other questions? You can ask me anything in chat. I hope you enjoyed the softening, but this is just the first
I
part.
feel like that teaching us is not your job, but it feel like your hobby.
What's
So
my
like
hobby? What's my hobby?
like teaching us, like teaching us.
Oh, no. I get more intellectual satisfaction out of teaching you. When I work with the students at the college, it's just very basic stuff. And I don't know. Hui, I asked you before if Vietnamese kids are all good at English, and you said not everybody. You said only the kids who show up in our classes are good, right? Is
Yeah,
this
this
true?
is the what we call survival bias. It's the one who spend more effort,
Yeah, because
taking extra effort to study with you, will we perform better?
yeah, I don't know. I'm just curious because some of the students I teach actually have regional American accents. They sound like New York or Boston or Chicago kids. And I ask them, did you live in another country? And they say, no, I don't. So I ask them the next question. Is your teacher from New York? Is your teacher from Boston? Is your teacher from Australia? And then sometimes that solves the mystery. I say, okay, now I understand how you got that accent. But other kids claim it's from watching movies and playing video games. So,
I can ask you a question.
yeah,
Like
sure.
I'm applying for a university in Middle East. So can I
Oh,
ask you
Middle East.
how does it feel like?
Yeah. Is it one of the Gulf states? Like,
Yeah, it's in the UAE.
oh, yeah. It's really strange, Hui.
In a good way or in a bad way?
Good and bad. I mean, good and bad. When I first went from Tokyo with a really lovely evening with warm winds and a little bit of humid it was around June 20th. This is about 3.5 years ago. The plane went direct from Tokyo to Qatar, which the real pronunciation is Qatar, like a Q-U-8 Qatar. Americans call it Qatar, which makes no sense. It's Qatar. And it was an all-night plane, so I had been on the airplane for 14 hours, and I had to get a transfer flight from Qatar to Dammam in Saudi Arabia. But they made us leave the airport terminal, that we entered the terminal at night. The sun came up, and then we had to walk out of the terminal onto the tarmac to get into our plane for Dammam. And Hui, it really felt like an electric oven on my body, like if you have a small oven and you put bread in there to toast and you put your hand to take the toast out, you feel that infrared heat on your hand. That's what the Middle East felt like to me. And the humidity is only 7%. So,
But I heard that they pay very well, right?
bathe well or pay well?
I mean, the salary was good.
Oh, the salary is very good. Yeah, that's why I went there for. Because during the pandemic, I needed money. I had no money. So it's, every day I was there was 48 degrees or 50 degrees. And when you're there, all the highways were made by the British and the Americans about 50, 60 years ago. It's too hot, and so the tires on the pavement leave a residue. So all the streets have a black residue on them. And so the driving is sometimes not so good because the cars slide a bit and they crash into each other. So all the cars have side damage on them. It's a very strange place in some respect.
How funny.
Yeah. And then finally it rained. There was a freak rainstorm in the Gulf states. It was in July, and all the workers from the Philippines and from Nepal and from Pakistan, they love rain, but there's almost no rain in Saudi Arabia and in Dubai. So when the rain started, I heard all this shouting and cheering, and I thought maybe the Saudi team won a soccer tournament. So I went outside and it was raining, and they were all dancing in the rain. So imagine people in Vietnam dancing in the rain.
We have to dance every day, So
Dance
we're
every
tired.
I mean, can you imagine just dancing in the rain? It was charming, but it was strange, right?
I like the song.
Yeah.
Dancing and singing in
Dancing.
the rain.
If you go to Qatar or United Arab Emirates, Hui, a lot of the bureaucratic stuff is done by Filipino workers because their English is excellent and they are really hardworking people. And they go to vocational colleges for 2 years, so they learn businesses, computers. So they do all the administrative tasks, vocational. I didn't spell it right, vocational colleges, learning 2-year program of study. And they're very effective. They're very good. But part of the 2030 initiative by Saudi Arabia is to cut the foreign workforce by like 40%. So many Filipinos feel that their job is not secure. So they're a little bit upset about that. And they want to replace all of those jobs with Saudi people, Saudi Arabians. Because Saudi Arabia is 30 million people, but there are only 10 million Saudi people, 20 million Filipinos, Nepalese, Indians, Pakistanis do all the other work, Africans too. So there you go. Well, good luck. Who you have to teach? Kate and I have to teach you a little Japanese. Do you know this one? Gambare? Gambare.
No idea.
means,
Thank you.
Gambare.
Gambare.
Try
Yes,
it. Yeah, give it a try, Hui. You know, try it just for 1 or 2 years. Gambare.
So how long did you be in Saudi last time?
I was just there 3 months because the high school in Taiwan offered me a job at the last moment. I applied for a spring position. They said, oh, we don't have that position. The school changed its curriculum. So I told my wife, look, we need money. It's during the pandemic. I said, I'm going to Saudi Arabia. Hui, they're offering us a lot of money. Hui, in Vietnam, do you do that sign meaning money? You go like this, like rich. The Chinese do this and the Japanese and Koreans all do this. It means like rich, right? So the Saudis are really rich. And so the money was excellent. For 3 months, I achieved my goal. And then I went to Taiwan. So, yeah.
You run away from Saudi.
I ran away from Saudi. They were nice. They said, please stay. I said, no, the visa is only for 3 months and I don't want to renew the visa. I'm happy. I like you people, but I have to get to Taiwan because it's only 90 minutes to Hiroshima by plane and I can go home and see my wife once a month. So that was my main reason.
That's your happiness.
Yeah, it was my happiness. Oh, and to tell you the truth, once I left 3 months in Saudi Arabia, the plane went to Thailand and I had to stay in Thailand for 1 day. And I couldn't believe how green and beautiful everything was.
It's like you were in a desert and then you see an oasis, right?
Yes,
Then
it was an
feel
oasis, a
aware
magical
of
land. And I told this story before, and the young kid said, teacher, you told us that story 3 times. At the airport in Bangkok, they had a beautiful pork sandwich made from pig. You cannot get pork or pig in Saudi Arabia, Qatar, United. They think the pig is an evil animal. And that pork sandwich tasted so delicious because for 3 months I had no pork. It was only
Okay. I can tell you tell us this story twice.
I did, so you heard it. But did I tell the adults class this or just the kids class?
The adult class, like last
I told
time.
the adults class too. Oh no, I'm repeating my stories like an old man.
No, I'm kidding. But it's fine. It's fine.
Okay. Oh
Just
my
for
God.
just
Oh
for
my
fun.
God. All right. Yeah, so pork is wonderful. Do the Vietnamese eat a lot of pork?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Pork is cheaper than beef.
Yeah.
We prefer beef, but beef is quite expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah. So pork is one of the like the Chinese. Chinese also love pork.
Oh yeah, everyone loves pork. By the way, for our students, do you know what is the #1 protein source for people all around the world? I thought it was pork. It's not pork. You're going to research it. I thought you could do it from memory. Shrimp is the #1 protein source. Did you guys know that?
So not the insect, no?
Could be, but I thought it was shrimp. Shrimp. That's why everybody in Southeast Asia is harvesting shrimp. It's the #1 protein source around the world. Is Dr. Duke going to come and do part 2 of the class, or is it just tonight for 1 hour?
No, it's just your solo dance today.
My solo dance. All right, everybody. All right, well, do you want to wind down? Is it okay? I hope you don't mind the free casual talking. between Hui and I, but you always bring
Yeah,
up.
you can pick another one and ask and talk with them a bit. I think it would be
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah, and we'll have to pick more people to dialogue with. All right. So Phuong Vo, Priska, it looks like you want to ask me something.
I am here.
All right, go ahead, ask me something. Anything's okay.
It's fine for me. A little
Okay.
busy.
Hey, Phuong, on the behind you, you have the picture of the horses. Is that like a Chinese theme or a Mongolian theme behind?
This one very good feel from you guys. From
Yeah.
you. This one hand embroidery.
Nice, hand embroidered.
Nearly 30 years from my house. I moved. I ordered this one from my hometown.
Nice.
Yeah, and the center in Vietnam is very famous for hand embroideries.
Okay. Does Vietnam have a history of horses, like
Yeah,
farmers?
Vietnam.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vietnam.
Okay, I didn't know that. See, that's something I didn't know, that you have a lot of highlands, the mountain regions. So of course they would have horses as the work animal.
Yeah, this one was symbol from Vietnam.
Yeah, okay, I didn't know that, because I always think horses, China, Mongolia, but I didn't know other places
Yeah,
too.
this a long time back.
A long time back. Right.
30 years already.
Oh, okay. So did you make it? Did you hand embroider it?
No, I order. It means hand embroidery specialized in Hue city. Yeah, and then their skill, their worker skill, they are very well, and I love hand embroidery.
Yeah.
And that is why I place for around my house here, my home, a lot of hand embroidery. I love this one. I ordered this one 30 years ago.
Oh, it's wonderful. I love embroidery. I have a story there that my Japanese wife met my mother when she was living in Florida, and they were able to bond together, become good friends by embroidering together. And my mother couldn't believe how beautiful my wife's embroidery was. She had been doing Japanese style for 30 years.
Wow.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
so,
that's on Japanese style for kimono, right?
yeah.
The
So
you
she
embroideries.
just,
Yeah, kimono also one of the kind of garment in Vietnam. They produce here a lot.
oh, okay, because
They
the
produce
silk.
in Vietnam and they export to Japan because Vietnam the worker labor cost is good.
Yeah, the worker cost.
And that is why they focus. They move from China to Vietnam.
Oh my
Most
God.
of the customer like that for kimono.
Here's let me show you something. I'll try to go to my Yahoo images. Again, my students on Sunday's class say, why do you use Yahoo images all the time? And I said, because it's easy to use and they don't put any restrictions on me. They always allow me to use their images on here. So I can look up things like Taylor Swift. So we did the Little Match Girl, which everyone seems to know. But Japanese traditional wigs, and these are really expensive. So most people rent these for a wedding party.
Oh, yeah.
And it has to be real. But my friend's father is a wig maker, and he just rents these. People don't buy these. You rent these for a wedding party. And he said that something really strange a few years ago, he told me, is that in Japan, they don't use Japanese hair to make the wigs anymore because all the younger generation dyes their hair brown, what they say,
Yeah, that's true.
so they had to go to faraway places in China to find women who never dyed their hair before. But that was 25 years ago, and I think now it's becoming even difficult in China to find women who have never dyed their hair. The hair must be pure, is what I'm saying. No chemical damage. So this is a big business. To rent this for one day, it's 30,000 yen. So it's quite expensive for one day of hair, right? And it's about 200 US dollars. But the man his glasses were really strong. He had very strong arms because he works making these wigs all day. That's his job. Yeah.
Yeah, this one the style from Japanese.
Yeah. All right. So shall we finish for today?
Yeah.
Is it okay, everyone? All right. Thank you to everyone.
You have another question. Brandon,
Questions.
cannot
Oh, I'm
just let
sorry.
us,
Where's the question? Who's got the question?
talk.
Okay, let me scroll down. I'm sorry about that. Brandon, may I ask how many schools you've been working for? Oh my goodness.
100.
3 Japanese high schools, 1 American college, 1 Taiwanese high school, 1 Saudi Arabia vocational college, 1 Japanese vocational college, and the Japanese Women's University, where I come and I go, because I know all the administrators who are foreigners, and they have an open door policy where I can come at my convenience.
Where you can charm them and get yourself a work
Oh
every day.
yes, hui, it's pure charm. It's pure charm. I always get very high ratings from my students, but I don't know about this year. Since COVID, I was told the students change a lot. And so they're very strange. I get notices about students with anxiety problems and things like this. And that didn't happen before. So they call it the COVID generation. That might be in research that's interesting for some of you. The students are sensitive because of the lockdowns, and the lockdowns kind of psychologically damage some of the students. So we have to be more sensitive to the students if they have anxiety, social anxiety problems. So this is, I studied this in my teacher's training many years ago in Chicago, but now I'm beginning to see it in Japan, so it's kind of new to me. So social anxiety means the student cannot do a class presentation. So I have to skip this student. I was given a notice, please don't call on her for a presentation in class. Okay.
This was one famous term in Japan, say that the people was keep hidden in his or her place all the time and not go out. I forget what is.
Oh yeah, that's called nito. And Kate probably knows the nito. It means no education, no something, economic chance, called NEET. It's NEET, N-E-T, but they pronounce it nito. And there are estimated 1 million people who just stay in their house and their grandmother gives them food and a place to stay, but they do not go outside. They have social anxiety problems. Yeah, it's very serious. And they have depression. So physically they get really weak. Some grow really long hair, long nails, kind of a mental illness, but it's quite high in Japan. Nito. So we could talk about that if you want. So have a discussion on Japan thing. Kate, you're familiar with the Nito social problem. Nito. And the other one was, I like this one. This one's called frita. Frita. Frita is what we used to say in America, slacker. It's a boy or girl who didn't do well on their high school entrance exams. So around age 18, they finish high school and they just go to work at 7-Eleven and they only work part-time. Freeder, yeah, freeder. Okay, thanks, Kate. Freeder. It's just someone who doesn't really have goals to work in a company or get more education. They're quite happy to smoke cigarettes and hang out with their friends and work only 25 hours a week. The freeder. Sometimes the freeders I enjoy because they have interesting characters. They're very acerbic. There's a whole story there, Hui, but it would take too long. But one of the young ladies at my college handed me her phone to talk to her boyfriend. She was 19 years old. Her boyfriend was 30, and he was freeder. And he wanted to practice his English with me, and so I talked to him for a few minutes. And I said, so what are you doing? He said, oh, I'm sitting in my garden. And I said, what are you doing in your garden? Are you helping to cut things? He said, no, I'm just relaxing in my garden all day. I said, are you going to go to work? Tomorrow I'll work at 7-Eleven. Oh my gosh, the thunderstorm started, Priska.
Yeah, one more question from me.
Yes,
Can you share some tips how to practice it for in American language?
Okay. Can we do it next time? We're on, no, Thursday. Thursday we'll do it, okay?
Yeah, you share some tips. I want to try to practice American styles for the speaking.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
We'll do that Thursday when we do the speaking. I'll give you some casual American style stuff.
Okay. Okay, great. Great.
All right, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody. It was a real
thank
pleasure
you.
talking
Take
to you.
care.
Yeah.
Good night.
Everyone have a great work week. Bye-bye.
Great.
See you
You
guys.
too.
Bye bye,
Thank you,
Phong.
Brandon.
Bye
Thank you
bye.
very much.
Thanks,
Arigatou
Kate. Thanks, Tung Tran. Thank you guys.
ありがとうございます。
Irashimashite. Itomo.
おやすみ。
Oyasumi.
Thank you very much. Yes, I will try my best.
is that
あり
right?
がとうございます。
Thanks very much. Otsukare-sama deshita.